This is episode 1 of the Red Pegasus Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Going to be telling you just a little bit about ourselves, how we came up with the podcast. Super Bowl is just around the corner, literally. We're recording this on a Wednesday. Episode is premiering on Fridays.
As
we're going to
always.
watch Super Bowl. We're going to watch the Super Bowl commercials.
Yes.
Which one is the best? I don't know. There is a slight rumor that Will Ferrell has a really decent, funny one. We're going to check it out today on this podcast.
I love me some Will Ferrell.
Kicking and screaming, gold.
Oh, Anchorman, come on.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some crazy-ass bets that people are making on the Super Bowl. Listen, if I had that much money, I don't know, I would not be betting on these teams.
No.
I would, I don't know, invest in GameStop or something. But we're going to be talking about that. We're also going to talk a little bit about what the Red Pegasus Podcast is all about, how we came up with the name. It's, spoiler alert, it is a huge Dallas staple. You see it just about everywhere you go. So that's nice. We'll go into that as well. That being said, here we go into the first episode. Like I said, welcome to the first episode. My name is Martin. Alongside me, the good old
Darien.
Hello. How are we doing today? How are you doing today?
Good.
I saw you at work today. I should have asked you then. I'm so sorry until asking you right now. Okay, 8:30.
No worries.
My bad.
yeah, right. We work super early. Now it's already 8:30, and you're just now saying how I'm doing. Yeah, but I'm good.
My bad.
All good, bro.
So just to start off the episode, we're gonna talk just a little bit about us, where we came from. Which actually we just remembered we came from literally the same exact place.
Yeah. Good old Dallas Medical Center.
RHD.
At the intersection of Webb Chapel and 635 Highway in North Dallas. Literally.
That's
formerly known as RHD Memorial Medical Center. But now it's called Dallas Medical Center. And I think it's pretty much on the brink of like survival right now.
It has been, because before it turned to Texas Medical, it was RHD, and RHD basically shut down. And I remember being young, seeing the hospital like parking lot empty, and I thought in my head, I was like, well, there goes my medical records. How am I going to get that? I don't know. But I remember talking, I think your mom was just talking to me about something when back in like high school, when about you being born at RHD, and I was like, wait, I was born at RHD too. We're also, a little bit about us, we're 2 months apart.
Yep, exactly
2 months apart. So that was really funny to discover that. And then while we were setting up for the podcast, I was like, wait, weren't you born at RHD? And he was like, you know what? I think I was. You're right. I was like, yep. That's it. So we're from Dallas. Darien, you want to say a little bit about yourself?
Yes, sir. From Dallas. Born and raised here. I'm a husband. I'm a father.
Hubby.
I love Jesus.
He's a hubby.
Yes, sir. Man, it's still crazy to say today that I'm a husband and I'm a
getting
father.
there.
Yeah, you are.
I'm getting there.
You are getting there. And we'll get into that in just a second.
Yeah.
A few things I love are sports. I grew up playing them ever since I could walk. Literally, my dad told me a little story of like when I was 1.5 years old, I threw a tennis ball on the roof and it didn't come back. Like it made it all the way over the house.
Dang, okay.
19 months old. So yeah, I've been playing sports, throwing balls, playing with balls since day one.
What an arm. Jeez.
Didn't last very long. As soon as I hit high school, the decline. But
well,
yeah,
you still did sports in high school, though.
I did, but I couldn't compete with all the other guys, and our high school wasn't even that good. So, but we'll get into that too. We'll save that for another day.
That's gonna hurt a lot of
Shots
people
fired.
It's gonna hurt a lot of people we knew who were in sports, and they're gonna be like, "Damn, what a dick." And then the people who like went to Turner and also were also in sports are probably gonna be like, "You know what? He's telling the truth." Not gonna lie.
Well, it is facts, right? I mean, our 4 years in high school, our high school varsity football record was 3-37.
I was about to say, I think we won like 3 to 4 games the 4 years we were there. One each year. And I think we won 4 and then one school was no longer a school, so technically we didn't have that win. So that's what brought us down to the 3-0. I'm not too sure. Someone needs to fact check me now that we live in this world of fact checks. Someone's gonna have to fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Mm-hmm. No, I think I remember that. That's pretty accurate. Anyway, so that's neither here nor there. So like we said, we went to school at R.L. Turner High School, in Carroll Farmers Branch School District. We won't say the year we graduated, but it was quite a while ago.
It was 2020, by the way.
Right.
We just graduated.
Yeah. I think that's all I got for now, Martin. What about you, man?
Well, same thing. Born at RHD, went to R.L. Turner High School, graduated in 2020. Didn't really do much. Wasn't that great at sports, so did not make any sports teams. But I was in band.
Yes,
band geek that one time at band camp. That literally took up all my time, all 4 years, and continued that all the way through college as well.
That's right.
For hobbies, I mean, I liked playing sports. Like I said, I'm not good at it, but I like playing it. And pretty much music. I think music is definitely my forte. And that's just about where that is. And actually, I've really gotten into camping. Yeah. Like straight up survival camping.
I love the outdoors. I love a good hike.
It's nice. Get away from the city.
Yeah,
man.
For sure.
A lot of crazy ass people in here.
Yep.
So like we said, we've known each other since literally almost since birth. Even though we didn't really like officially meet until 6th grade. Band once again. There you go. We're both percussionists, and then we stuck with that all the way through high school. I mean, constantly like having classes with each other as well, and stayed friends ever since then. Like I look back and I try and think, and I'm like, wow, that was a really long time ago. Yeah, and we've been friends for quite some time, like quite some time.
I'm doing the math right now. What? That's
I'm trying.
15 years.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
let's go with that. Math isn't my forte either. But after high school, we kind of split ways. We kept in contact every now and then. Every time I went to school. Darien didn't. You took like kind of a gap year.
Yeah. So
gap years.
Yeah, I kind of was like that confused kid out of high school of like, man, what do I want to do? Yeah. So I kind of just got led to this like missionary training organization called Youth with a Mission, where I spent some time away in Hawaii, of all places.
Man, what a spot.
Yeah, rough life, right? That's not where all missionaries go, but I was fortunate to spend my time there. And during my time there, I just fell in love with Jesus and the Bible, and just finding my purpose in life. And it was like because of it was a training organization. We didn't just stay there. We kind of like learned the fruits of Christianity itself and took it to other places to share what we've learned. So it was like 6-month programs where they were split into 3 months each, where the first 3 months was like putting that all into practice, and the last 3 months was like
going out and putting it into action
and doing it and telling people about the love of Jesus. And I did that 2 years in a row. So I did 2 schools, 6 months each. And the first time around, I was fortunate enough to go to Russia and
Mother Russia,
and drink vodka. No, I'm just kidding. I did experience a lot of snow. So as a Texan, that was like culture shock for me itself.
Hell yeah, dude. I went. Natalie, my now fiance, is from Ohio, and we went over there this past Christmas break. Dude, snow. I remember last year I went for Thanksgiving, and I was like, where is the snow? I want the snow. I'm up north. I'm literally right next to Lake Erie. Where is the snow? And nothing happened. And then I went for Christmas this past year in 2020, and I mean, I don't really know. I can't even guess. I would guesstimate like maybe 2 to 3 feet of snow. But I was like, wow, I haven't seen this much snow in a long time. Yeah. I remember one time we went to the rec center when it was snowing, and we had like a snowball fight on the football field right next to the rec center. Yeah. I remember that, and that was like middle school, maybe. So I was like, and even then, that wasn't even a lot of snow, like maybe a foot. But in Texas, if it's an inch, school's canceled.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's not an inch, if it's ice.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't get snow here in Texas. We get ice. And that's not fun to drive in or even witness.
Yeah, we'll save a story for another day, right, Martin?
Yeah. I sometimes forget about that for good reason.
Yeah.
But so anyways, you went to Russia, and you also went to another place, which I think is really dope. And I love looking at your pictures whenever you went there.
Yeah. So the second year, I did the same exact school, but I came back as like a staff member and led a team. But this time we went to Egypt over in
that's so dope.
Yeah, Cairo area. So got to see the pyramids. Got to like indulge ourselves in that culture and see all the history that goes in with that place. So that was a life-changing experience. Not only that, but just like getting to know the Islam religion and culture more, because we don't experience that a lot here. I mean, it's here, but we don't experience like it is over there. Like they have the 5 calls to prayer each day where loudspeakers literally come on 5 times a day. And it just like the first time it happens, you're like, whoa, what is that? Like, is
like
something
in the
happening?
town?
Yeah. It just goes off 5 times a day. And I'm like, whoa.
And they all get their like rug or their mat.
Yeah.
Is it a rug?
Yeah, everyone stops. Yeah. Even if they don't have a rug, they'll just stop and they'll just get on their knees and start praying. Wow. Which, I mean, props to them. Like, that's dedication, Like, I wish I could pray 5 times a day.
Yeah, that is a lot of praying, but that's also just a lot of dedication for sure.
Yeah. So post YWAM, I came back home.
I have a question real quick.
Yeah.
So I never even asked you this, and I can't believe I never really asked you this.
Mm-hmm.
But how did those people see you guys? Because they're Islam. Mm-hmm. You're coming over trying to spread the word of Jesus and Christianity. So like, how did that?
Yeah, it was definitely.
How was that interaction?
It was good and it was bad. Bad because, oh, you're white, so you're a Christian, so we're shut down. But others were like, good. It was just like, it eliminated the barrier. It's like, why are y'all here? Like, okay, we're here because of this. Yeah. And with that, it eliminated, or immediately we were able to share exactly why and the purpose why we were there. So
nice.
It was good and bad, but it is also a closed country, so you're not technically supposed to do it. But if they ask you, that already eliminates the rules and the laws that they have there. You can share if they ask.
Yeah.
Right? So.
Oh, okay.
So not only eliminated.
I did not know that at all.
Yeah. Not only eliminated the spiritual barrier, but it also eliminated the laws that they have there. So it worked out for us in more ways than one.
Yeah.
So,
nice.
So yeah.
Dude, wasn't there one time, I think you were in Russia when there was like huge problems between, I think, the U.S. or like a local EU country.
Yeah.
And like got shot down, the plane. Mm-hmm. And weren't you in Russia at that time?
Yeah, so I was in a city called Rostov-on-Don, which is literally borders Ukraine. And if you remember at that time, that there was tension between Ukraine and Russia.
That's right.
Russia was like invading their country and like taking over their country, but at the same time they were like fighting back and trying to come into Russia. And we just somehow were stationed in the city that was on the border where all that was happening. So literally every time we went out, there were like armed guards everywhere up and down the streets. So it was like, it's kind of wild, but we felt peace. We, that we didn't really feel any danger because Russia is very powerful and Ukraine's not as very powerful. So we were in the better side on the border. But yeah, it was definitely kind of a nerve-wracking time. And then in Egypt, that was when all like the ISIS stuff was going on. So like around the peninsula on the Mount Sinai, around the peninsula from Cairo, that was all where all like the the wild stuff was going on,
like the violence and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So
I remember you going both times to Russia and into Egypt, and both times were like not the best times to be there.
No,
but luckily Darien came back,
and I'm here,
and he's here now, right next to me, doing this podcast.
Yeah. So I ran well on that, we'll get on that more later. But after I did that, I came back and decided to get my degree. So I went and started at community college because it's affordable. And got some basics out of the way, and then transferred to university where I got a degree in journalism.
Nice.
Specifically broadcast digital sports journalism.
Nice.
And
coming in handy here in a couple minutes. So we're talking about Super Bowl.
For real. So yeah, now just maneuvering the ways of life in the career and as a
working
father
with me.
Yeah, working with you. Yeah,
Don't sound too excited.
Rough life, right? Yeah, maneuvering those ways as a father, as a husband, and all the ways. I mean, I'm officially living the American dream, right?
Yeah, I was about to say settled in. Settled in.
Martin, any more for you, bro?
Well, after high school, I decided not to do anything like what Darien did and just kind of followed the herd and went on to college. Probably wasn't the best decision. Just a lot of personal trouble, financial trouble. And I was just like, you know what? Peace out. I'm out. So, and I know it sucks. I went there for 4 years. I was almost done, but I was just facing a lot of trouble. And I was just like, I just need to go home. I need to get away from this. Mm-hmm. And so I came home to Dallas and I was studying music there, doing sound recording technology, which has definitely come in handy for not only this, but also work, even though we work in not so much music, but we're still messing with a whole bunch of recording and microphones and stuff like that, audio editing. But yeah, did that, came back to Dallas. I was like, yo, I need a job. Darien and his family were like, well, you know what? We're hiring, so I guess we'll take you on. We kind of know you. And started working there for a bit and then moved on and started working as a traffic anchor for the Dallas area, Tulsa. The market that we had was a lot of the like the southern part of the country. So Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Louisiana, or I guess New Orleans. But yeah, so I was doing that. And then I also got another job working in media. So I was doing part-time for both. And I just feel like I told myself that if I ever had a podcast or if I ever was on a podcast, I would mention this. And do what Darien did. Do something that isn't college. Like, I feel like a lot of people are just pushed to go to college, rack up that debt, me. And, and sometimes you're stuck like Darien. Darien didn't know what to do. So he decided to take some time off, figure it out, went to go do some stuff with the missionary, and then came back. And then now I went to school and then I came back and I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready now. And now I am going back to school. Luckily, I'm at a point where I can work full time and still attend school and try and finish out my degree. Yeah. So don't go to school if you don't feel like going to school, or if you don't know what to do. Don't waste your time with that. Don't rack up the debt. Stay home, work, buy yourself some nice things, or just do online classes. That's what I'm doing. So cheap. Yeah. I just felt like I needed to give that little PSA real quick. I also know so many people from like our school who I don't think went to college and went to work or did both, and they're sitting pretty good too. So I'm like, you know what? I think that's definitely something that we should try and destigmatize. We shouldn't try and keep pushing people to go to school because it just rack up that debt.
Yeah, you have a point. I mean, 18 years old coming out of high school, you're not.
Dude, you have no idea what you're going to do. Yeah. I thought I was going to be a Grammy-nominated producer by the time I got out of school and studying what I was studying. Look at me now. Like, that didn't happen. So just think twice before you go to school. Don't let anybody pressure you. But yeah, so I went to school, came back home, started working. Now I'm going to school. Proposed to my beautiful fiance over the Christmas break while we were in Ohio. Thank you, please. Oh, stop it, guys. Stop it, seriously. But yeah, so and now I'm sitting pretty good too. About to hit that hubby status. Well, actually, not really. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be a long engagement. We've got a lot of stuff on our plate. We're trying to get a house first. So that's number one on our list, and then the wedding comes second. So, yep. But still, about to hit that hubby status, and hey, who knows? Maybe even hit that dad status.
Hey, let's go.
What's up?
Take your time. So this podcast, Red Pegasus Podcast, it's been a long time coming for this project.
It's been a long long time coming.
Yes, beautiful voice. We've been working on this for a very long time, and we're finally getting up and running, and we're super excited. We're glad y'all are here with your ears listening to what us goons have to say.
Yeah.
So, where did this come from? Why did we want to do this? And what is the Red Pegasus Podcast? Take it away, Martin.
Why we wanted to do this? I mean, who doesn't want to start a podcast? Mm-hmm. Seriously. Even before podcasts were like what they are now, we've always been talking about doing something like this. And why we chose the Red Pegasus specifically? Well, I mean, it's an icon of Dallas. Anytime you come to Dallas, I'm pretty sure you're going to see the Pegasus because it is almost literally everywhere. And a lot of people, a lot of Dallasites I don't think really know the like true story behind it. Literally, you just see this red Pegasus up on top of a building in neon lights, and you're like, wow, that's really weird, but that's also really cool. And like I said, it's everywhere you go. It's on street signs. It's on top of buildings. It's logos for certain businesses. And, but that's only scratching the surface. So I'm going to pass it over to Darien. Darien's going to give you guys a little history lesson. So go ahead.
Yep. I love history. I love Dallas. I love Texas. And the Red Pegasus is just really cool, right? So let's use that and run with it. The image of a Pegasus, the mythical Greek creature that looks like a horse with wings, appears all over Dallas. It's the logo for the Dallas WNBA team, the Wings, and the name of a plaza downtown. It appears in artwork like a sculpture outside of Booker T. Washington High School in Dallas, as the logo for Pegasus City Brewery, and even on souvenirs and memorabilia across the city.
Have you ever been to Pegasus Brewery?
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Where is it at?
It's off of Irving Boulevard.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Kind of Irving Boulevard and Inwood area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yep. Solid stuff. And now it is the image of the Red Pegasus Podcast.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, sir. But the most eye-catching of them all, two massive neon red Pegasus sculptures perched on top of the Magnolia Building and in front of the Omni Dallas Hotel in Dallas. That started it all. In 1934, an 11-foot red Pegasus appeared on top of the city's first skyscraper, the Magnolia Building in downtown Dallas. This Pegasus was built by a local sign maker, Texlite, for the Magnolia Oil Company, and featured two mirror images of neon red horses on either side of a structure that rotated, allowing the creature to be seen from all directions. And seen it was. At 450 feet in the air, some claimed that they could see its shining light as far as 75 miles away, which is like Waco, right? That's crazy.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's pretty far away.
It was soon nicknamed the Flying Red Horse and was said to be watching over Dallas as it grew into a sprawling metroplex. And by grew, it did, didn't it? You can't even see that thing now, right? Unless you go like literally to the building.
Yeah.
Locals continuously looked downtown for the creature while visitors marveled at its soaring height. This Pegasus stayed on top of the Magnolia Building for decades until, in 1999, it was taken down due to structural issues. Dallas, feeling lost without its iconic Flying Red Horse, rallied together to raise $600,000 for a new Pegasus that was placed on the Magnolia Building in 2000. After the new Pegasus took flight, the citizens of Dallas started to wonder what happened to the original. Unfortunately, it was lost, and with little paper trail, the winged horse disappeared for 15 years until Omni Dallas Hotel developer Matthew Southwest gathered a team to search for it. Rumors said that the original Pegasus had been stored at the Dallas Farmers Market and was later moved to Fair Park, but neither place proved fruitful. Finally, in 2015, 6 years ago, another rumor led the team to a shed in White Rock Lake, of all places, where the original neon red flying horse was found.
There it is.
After the discovery, it was clear the original Pegasus needed some restorative love. The horse had rusted badly, and surprising to all, multiple bullet holes had torn through the poor beast.
Damn.
At a cost of $200,000, the original Pegasus was restored, placed on a 22-foot oil derrick in front of the Omni Dallas Hotel, and the city reclaimed their beloved mascot. The original neon red Pegasus no longer looks down upon Dallas. He has given that spot to his younger brother. Instead, the original Flying Red Horse looks up at the seemingly infinite Texas sky and sits closer to the people who love and remember him as the guardian of their city. Man, I love Dallas. Gosh, this story.
I honestly had no idea where that came from.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember seeing it all the time driving down through Dallas.
Yeah.
All the time, just seeing it. And there's actually another one that because we've started this, I've started to notice all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one like off of 35 near, no, it's not. It's not that same. It's in the same area though, like general area off of 35 in Inwood over there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it looks like a hotel, honestly. And it's just all the way up there at the very top. And then in downtown, all the streets have a little cutout of a Pegasus on them.
Oh, yeah.
The street signs.
They're literally all over.
Yeah.
Like, we were talking about this before, but I think there was literally one in front of the hospital where we were born at some point. I'm not sure if it's still there. So
we're going to have to do another drive-by. Yeah. Not like the one that happened earlier to the original Red Pegasus that got shot up. Yeah. But we're going to have to drive by the hospital, see if that's still there. But yeah, the reason why we decided to name this the Red Pegasus Podcast was because of that. Like, we decided we want to make a podcast. Okay, what is the podcast going to be about? Well, we're going to focus on a lot of business, or not even businesses, but we're going to focus a lot of Dallas and just Texas culture. And we hope to bring on small businesses in the area who either just need help from COVID or just want to promote their business. So if you know anybody who has a business, if you are a person who owns a business, give us a holler. We'll put our email in the description. We can set up a time to do an interview and we can put it on the podcast. But I know it sounds so cliche and it's so Texan, but we really do just really love Dallas and Texas. Yeah. Like, we really do.
Yeah. And
this honestly is like one of the best places ever.
Just like how the Pegasus is rooted in its city, we too are rooted in this city and always will be, whether we're here physically or not. Yeah. And we want to shine light to that, and we want to discuss things that revolve around that, including our lives and including the city and eventually beyond, because this is going to not just stay here in Dallas. Yeah. Our passions and our love is going to go elsewhere, Texas and beyond. Right? Yeah. Martin?
So now that we've got that little quick history lesson over with, and that's why we named this podcast the Red Pegasus Podcast. It's just a staple in Dallas. It's an icon. Everyone knows it. They might not know what the history is about, but they know that Dallas has a Red Pegasus just about everywhere. So we thought that is literally the perfect, not even just the perfect name, but also just the perfect logo, the perfect mascot for this podcast. Mm-hmm. So now that the history lesson is over, now that you guys know who we are and why we're here, honestly, we're just here to have fun. Anyone who wants to listen, hello, thank you. Yes. Thank you for supporting us. Mm-hmm. Anyone who doesn't. So anyways, about the football game, the Super Bowl game, literally, like I said, around the corner. Yeah. It's Sunday,
5:30 Central Time.
Sunday.
Yep.
We've got Kansas City Chiefs versus Tampa Bay. Now, you may have heard in the teaser episode, Darien said that both of us have very similar interests. He named sports as one of them. He lied. Not really. I like sports. I'm just not one of those who is really into it and is always wanting to watch it. And sure. But I like going to the games. I like going to American Airlines and seeing the Mavericks play and the Dallas Stars, and I like going to Globe Life and watching the Rangers, Cowboys. So, anyways, so I don't know a lot about sports. Darien is our sports guy, so he's going to talk about Kansas City Chiefs and Tampa Bay and what to look out for.
Super Bowl 55, the Kansas City Chiefs against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In other words, the game of the goats, right? The goat versus the baby goat.
And then you got baby goat.
Yes, love it. Tom Brady, the goat. Pat Mahomes, the eventual goat. Yes, currently baby because he's 25 and Tom Brady's 43 and still kicking it and making the Super Bowl for his 10th time. Dude is unreal.
That is honestly crazy. First off, it's crazy that Tom Brady has been in the Super Bowl so many times, but it's also crazy that Mahomes is what?
25
years old.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't know much about sports, but I kind of know what's going on, and I know that he signed like the most amazing deal possible, I think, for an NFL star. Am I wrong or?
No, you're right. $500 million man, I think.
Yeah, and I think it just keeps going up after every season, right? Jeez.
Yeah, it's unreal. That guy.
What a guy.
So, yeah, he's in back-to-back Super Bowls for himself, looking to win them back-to-back. Meanwhile, Tom Brady on the other side is looking to be the second quarterback, to win the Super Bowl for two different teams. Second to Peyton Manning.
Yeah, I was about to say Peyton Manning, I think, is what everyone kept talking about.
Not only is it his 10th Super Bowl appearance, he's won 6, looking for his 7th win, which if he gets his 7th win, he would have more rings than any other team in the entire NFL, in NFL history. Because Steelers have the most alongside the Patriots, and
now he would just have another one.
He would have 7 more than any franchise. Seriously,
when I saw the news that Tampa Bay had won that game that led them into the Super Bowl, like I said, I don't know sports, but I know a goat when I see one. Okay? Yeah, that dude is a beast. He starts with, I think, a fresh new team other than like one person. And is already on his way to the Super Bowl. Yeah,
it's unreal. It's like LeBron. No matter what team he's on, he's going to be there, yeah. So, yeah, the Chiefs open up the game as a 3.5-point favorite, so it should be a pretty good game.
Nice.
Pretty close game here. I expect a lot of offense, and do you want to hear a prediction? Let's hear a prediction.
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs are going to take this game.
The Chiefs.
34-32.
Baby goat.
And they will cover the spread and take back-to-back Super Bowl wins. And I'm going to predict the MVP is not Pat Mahomes. I'm going to go out on a little bit of a limb here and say Travis Kelce, the tight end, wins the MVP because that guy is an animal. I mean, not an animal. He's a human, but he's a beast.
Yeah,
he's not a mythical beast or anything like that, but he is a beast. Actually,
he's not a Red Pegasus.
Yeah,
but
he could be a mythical beast, kind of like Porzingis calls. He gets the unicorn title. He's a mythical beast, right? So you can consider Travis Kelce a beast in his own regard at the tight end position. So there you have it. My predictions for the Super Bowl itself and the MVP. I'm looking forward to it, Martin.
I am too.
Yeah.
Even though I don't really watch it.
Yeah.
You always have to watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because not only are you watching the Super Bowl for the teams, but you're also watching the Super Bowl because of the commercials and halftime.
Yeah.
That's what everyone looks forward to.
You don't have to leave your couch the entire 3.5, 4 hours.
Exactly.
You have nonstop entertainment.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, these commercials, like some have already leaked already, and like they are star-studded. Like they got a lot of celebrities to do these commercials. I guess people had a lot of extra budget laying around, these big tech companies, right? And
which
companies.
I don't know how, because I was looking up how much, because I'm always interested as to how much a spot is.
Yeah.
CBS is selling a 30-second spot for $5.5 million.
Oh my word! Pocket change for these guys, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. But $5.5 million.
That's
dude.
Insane.
And when I saw that price, it is first off ridiculous, and my jaw dropped. But also, the price didn't change from last year. I saw that last year they were also selling the spots, 30-second spots for $5.5 million. Dude, that is ridiculous, and just why? I don't even know.
So
why?
So if a movie trailer, because movies,
you're not seeing trailers. Movie trailers, yeah.
If they debut a trailer, that's 3 minutes. That's goodness. That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
That's not only a lot of math for me to do on the spot, but that's a lot of money I can already guarantee, because 30 seconds is already way too much for me. But that's ridiculous. But we do have one commercial. Well, we have a lot more, but we do have one that we can watch right now. This one's pretty easy because it's not too bad where you don't need video. You can simply listen to it, and it's funny. Like I said, the good old Will Ferrell stars in this one alongside Kenan Thompson and Aquafina. General Motors going electric, because that's literally what everyone's doing. Listen, no one can top Tesla. Elon Musk, if you're for some reason listening to this because now you're living in Texas and Austin, hook a brother up. All right. I'm trying to go green. I like green. Money is green.
Yeah.
Teslas are green. Well, I mean, not really green, but like for the environment.
Speaking facts.
I want a Tesla so bad, dude. I want the autopilot. I want the 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. I want all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But so like I said, GM came out with this commercial. They're trying to top Tesla. Not going to happen. And like I said, we've got those 3 stars, so let's check it out.
Did you know that Norway sells way more electric cars per capita than the U.S.? Norway.
Freaking Norway.
Well, I won't stand for it.
He just punched a globe and got his hand stuck in there. So now he's trying to like get it off.
GM's new Ultium battery, we're gonna crush those losers. Crush them! Let's go, America. Keenan, Norway's out EVing us. Wait, what's this?
Oh, it's my daughter's birthday. She's really into pirates
I don't
lately.
care. Grab an EV, meet me in Norway.
Okay, can I say goodbye to my family?
Nope.
All right.
Aquafina,
There
sorry
she
to
is.
disturb you, but Norway
For some reason, doing archery in the backyard.
Meet me there in an hour.
Can I ride with you?
No! GM's Ultium battery is made for all types of vehicles, so soon everyone can
Yeah,
drive
but
it.
does it have autopilot? No.
Oh!
Why didn't we all just go together?
Knowing Will, he's probably flying private.
He's also not flying private, as you can tell by that ship horn.
Hey, Norway, listen up, you fish
Best part. Best part.
Oh, this place is adorable. Damn it. Where are you guys?
We're in Finland. Where are you?
I'm in Norway.
Norway?
You're in Sweden.
Damn it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Norway, you're in Sweden. Freaking Will Ferrell, man.
Oh,
I will
Elf.
never forget kicking and screaming. Everyone says Elf. Obviously, you guys are uncultured. Kicking and screaming is where it's at.
Man, gold. Yeah. Elf is good. Yes. Kicking and Scream is good, but you're all forgetting about Anchorman 1 and Anchorman 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't a big fan of the Anchormans. They're all right. Like they weren't the best.
The quotes and
The quotes are
lines go on
definitely
for
where it's
days.
at. Yeah. Some other commercials that you can see that have also been leaked. Stella Artois is Stella is another one, and I think this has Lenny Kravitz. Are you gonna want my way? Or something like that. You also have Bud Light, of course. Bud Light's coming out there, and I believe Post Malone is in that one because literally, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's literally Post Malone. Anytime someone thinks of Bud Light, Post Malone is the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah.
And then you also have good old Uber Eats with Cardi B and the cast of Wayne's World.
Wayne's World's coming back. What a combo. Them with Cardi B. That's awesome.
All the people. My favorite is what is it, Master of Disguise, where he's a turtle. He's like turtle.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yes.
You got, I believe it's Little Baby. Yep, Little Baby and Rockstar Energy's coming out with the commercial. They're going to be showing up on the Super Bowl. During the Super Bowl. Frito Lay's with Mr. Skittles.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Marshall Lynch. Hominy. And then Pizza Hut and Cheetos are some other brands that you should see on the during the Super Bowl. I don't know why I keep saying on during the Super Bowl, which is nice. You have any favorites that you have?
I mean, I'm looking forward to all these that you just talked about, but man, we're talking food, we're talking beer, we're talking cars. Now, how are these people running the show in America?
Yeah, seriously.
These products.
Also, let's see. This list that we're looking at on delish.com, which is the most random website that I thought we'd ever get Super Bowl commercials for, like a list of. But they are reporting 20-ish, a little bit more than 20 leaked commercials already. Now, the game is going to run like 2 hours, an hour and a half?
The whole game itself?
Yeah.
No, it's going to be like 3.5.
Oh.
Because they have like a little bit of extended halftime show because the Weeknd's going to be performing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then obviously extended commercials and stuff. So, yeah, they have lots of stuff to fit in. So it ends up being longer than a typical game.
That's 22 spots, like I said, right now on this list. 22 times that 5.5. Sitting pretty, Super Bowl. Sitting pretty. But also, which was pretty interesting, Budweiser joins Coke and Pepsi brands in sitting out of the Super Bowl. I saw this and I thought that was pretty interesting.
Very.
Now, Budweiser, like under that Bush company, so they, like I said, you heard me say earlier that Bud Light was coming out with a commercial, but Budweiser itself isn't making a commercial. I think in like for the first time in the past 40 years or something
that I
like
can
that.
remember. I go, what's a set of Super Bowl commercials without those iconic horses? Right?
Exactly. And
crazy.
I was like skimming through this and I saw this guy named Charles Taylor. He's the marketing professor at Villanova University. He said that the reason why these companies are backing out of the Super Bowl limelight is because of COVID. Good old COVID.
Yep.
It's ruined a year of our lives.
Yep.
But yeah, so COVID is keeping these companies from premiering their commercials during the Super Bowl. A lot of that has to do with because he thinks that the companies are getting that idea of like, if people see that their brands are on the Super Bowl, then they're going to like, not necessarily boycott, but kind of like give them trash because they're like, you're trying to sell us products during COVID, which I can understand, but
you have a point.
I mean, it's Budweiser, Coke, and Pepsi. That's literally the Super Bowl right there. Well, Pepsi, I think they
do sponsor the halftime show.
Yeah, they're sponsoring the halftime, so I think that's why they backed out. I think they wanted to focus more on the halftime show, and instead of like spending, I don't know, $5.5 million on a 30-second spot during the Super Bowl. That still blows my mind every time I bring it up. Yeah. But so we did a quick overview and predictions over the Super Bowl. Now we're gonna look at something which I totally looked over, but you came across these stupid bets that people are making.
Prop bets, the famous prop bets that people throw money down on and like pray to God that we're gonna somehow get this. Anyway, let's jump into a few of these that are pretty good.
Again,
Martin,
if you have money, why are you spending it or just throwing it away like this?
Yeah. For instance, speaking of the halftime show, The Weeknd is performing, one of these is, what's the first song that he's going to perform? Of course, the number one option is "Blinding Lights," the recent hit.
That's
of
two.
His. And the second one is "Starboy." Third one is "Pray for Me," and fourth one is "Can't Feel My Face." So big ones on his list. Another one's, will The Weeknd first be seen with sunglasses on his face? Yes or no? I'm gonna say yes.
I would say yeah. And that's part of his thing. Didn't he get? I know it was reported that it was fake, but the like cheekbone, lift and like a bloody nose. I mean, I don't know what he's doing.
We don't have to answer this one, but will The Weeknd first be seen with gloves on his hands? It's like, what? Are you serious? Here's an interesting one. The Weeknd's final guest on stage.
Okay.
So obviously Vegas knows something about this. Yeah. Number one on the list is Ariana Grande.
All right.
Number 2, Drake.
Okay.
Number 3, Doja Cat.
Yeah.
Not too familiar with him.
Her.
Sorry. Excuse me. Number 4 on the list, BTS. That would be interesting.
Okay.
And number 5 is Kenny G.
All right, Kenny G. Honestly, I don't see any of those people up there with him.
Yeah. Well, obviously Vegas knows something, so
yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting though, to say the least. Another one is primary color of The Weeknd's jacket when he's first seen.
It's got to be red.
Number 1 is black.
Oh.
Number 2 is red.
Oof. That's awkward.
Blue, white, purple.
I'm going to go red.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'd probably go that as well.
I'm putting 5.5 mil on that.
Yeah. Will The Weeknd perform with bandages on head?
I was about to say, because he got that cosmetic thing.
Yeah.
I believe he's going to come out bloody and with bandages. Yeah.
Yeah. That's favored. The Weeknd's final song will be a cover or original. Will Ariana Grande perform during the halftime show? So there's another little throw in there. Like, does Vegas know something?
I wonder if she's actually in this.
Here's an interesting one. Will Michael Jackson's hologram perform during the halftime show?
Wow. Okay. I'm going to go with no.
Yeah, it is favored. No.
It is. Okay.
That's all we have for the halftime show. Let's jump into a few more here. During the broadcast itself, the guys who are broadcasting, which is going to be Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. Yeah. It's on CBS. What will be said first, groin or hamstring? See, this is what people are betting on. How many times will Queen Latifah be said by Jim Nance? Like, what? Where did that even come from? Primary color of Bruce Arians' flat cap, which is the head coach of the Buccaneers. Like, are you serious? Oh, here's a good one that we just kind of mentioned previously in the episode. Will baby goat be said in reference to Mahomes?
Hey, baby goat.
Yes, absolutely.
Got to.
Here's a few surrounding Tony Romo, former quarterback of the, will Tony Romo correctly predict an offensive play?
Who? Tony Romo?
Will he correctly predict an offensive play?
I mean,
Which he's
probably
kinda
because
known for.
I was about to say, isn't he like known for
Yeah,
that?
to his credit, he's an incredible broadcaster. What will be said first by Tony Romo? Read, penetration, blitz, A-gap, trick play. Like, people are betting on this kind of stuff. Isn't this kind of goofy? Primary color of Patrick Mahomes' headband. How many times will Roger Goodell be shown? The over-under is 1.5 times. What will be said first? COVID or pandemic? What will be said first? Masks or coronavirus? What will be said first? 2020 or 2021? And the list goes on and on and on. It's like, man, this is nuts. It is a list by Forbes, so it is legit. And they are going on and on and on. Like, will LeBron be said during the broadcast? Because, of course, he can relate to
seriously.
Tom Brady. It's like,
what color laces are the football players going to wear?
oh, black, no doubt. I'm putting my money on that.
I thought these were, I understand that you did say prop bets, but I thought they were more like who was going to, like the most outrageous bet on what team wins.
Oh, yeah, they're in there. I think props is a general term.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there's definitely bets surrounding literally anything and everything.
I want to know who is betting straight up stacks of cheese on either Tampa Bay or Kansas City. A little throwback there. Stacks of cheese. Stacking that cheese.
Stack that cheese.
But yeah, I wonder what the crazy bet is on that. But I think the main thing that everyone is focused on isn't the Super Bowl, isn't the commercials, isn't the 5.5 mil that people are dropping on the commercials, isn't even Mr. Weekend himself and who he's bringing on stage. The real question here is, who's winning the Puppy Bowl? Because, I mean, I think that's way more important. I would drop 5.5 mil on who would win the Super or a Puppy Bowl rather than on a spot.
Hey, bro, I see you got 5.5 laying around. Funding the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. How do you think I got all these mics, bro?
Anyways, I'm going with Air Bud.
I'm going with Beethoven.
That's quite the matchup.
Honestly, that's just too funny. I totally forgot about the Puppy Bowl. I just ran when we were doing prep for the show. We were talking about like what we should talk about for Super Bowl, and as soon as we finished talking about it, I was just like, dude, let's focus on the main question here, okay? Who is winning the Puppy Bowl? Which I don't do breeds even go against each other, or is it just a whole bunch of puppies just let loose? And
I think it's just a whole bunch of puppies let loose.
That's too funny. That's too cute. You can definitely guarantee that I'm going to be watching that for sure.
Yeah, there will be plenty of dogs in commercials too that'll probably reference that as well. So
yeah, exactly.
Be on the lookout.
All right, so I think that's a wrap on the first episode of the Red Pegasus Podcast. We want to have a lot of interaction with you guys, so we're setting you guys up for kind of like a scavenger hunt. If you're from the Dallas area and or visiting sometime soon, or really anytime, because we're always trying to interact with the listeners and the audience. If you guys come across a Pegasus, especially a red Pegasus, take a picture with it or take a picture of it. Tag us on Instagram and Twitter, both at Red Pegasus Pod, not podcast. Okay, Red Pegasus Pod. You can find us there. Also, give us a follow because why not?
Yes, sir. Why not?
So you can enjoy more of this. Like I said, we're really trying to keep that interaction going with you guys. We want to do a lot more stuff with you guys. Hopefully, like some sort of meetup or contest.
Yeah.
If you know of a small business or you have a small business and you want to come on the show and promote it, we're more than happy to host you guys. You're hurt from COVID. I'm sorry. This is the beginning of our podcast, so we're both broke, but we'll do everything we can to try and help you out, try and drive more business towards you guys.
Yes.
But seriously, send us an email. I believe that Gmail is, well, Darien will give you that Gmail because he created it.
Yeah, it's redpegasuspod@gmail.com.
Go ahead and send us an email, and we'll get everything situated. We'll talk to you guys there, and hopefully we can have you guys on. And like I said, follow us on the socials. You can listen to the podcast just about everywhere. So far, we're on Spotify and iTunes. We're working towards Google. We're working towards Amazon. TuneIn, Alexa is another one we're working towards. And Stitcher, I believe. Is Stitcher still a thing? Or I think so. Google took over Stitcher. I'm not too sure. But we'll release more info on that. We're still waiting for our podcast to get approved by those other companies. So give us a follow on there. Give us a review on iTunes. I'm going to tell you to give us a 5 out of 5 stars.
Let's go.
If you don't, wow, what a hater. But if you do, we'll try and give you guys a shout out next episode. At the end, we'll go through the reviews, see what people have said, and hopefully you guys come up with some pretty funny stuff that we can say over the air.
Yeah. So to wrap it up, overall what Martin's saying, we want to incorporate y'all into this thing as well. It's not just me and Martin. It's everybody. It's the listeners. It's the local folks around here, businesses. We want to incorporate everybody and everything and do this together as one unit. Because we love y'all and we appreciate everybody here with us along for this ride. Hashtag grow the show. Hashtag go and grow
the show.
Yes, sir. It's been a fun one. It's been a real one, but most of all, it's been real fun.
I promise it'll get better. All right, give us some time.
Yeah.
This is episode 1. Okay,
We're
this
all
is
learning.
new to us.
We're all growing. Yep.
We might work in media in the industry, but that doesn't mean we're in front of the microphone all the time talking, okay? So just give us some time. But it will be good. We'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys have a great day.
Yes, sir. Bye.